Hey guys, so I just got back from a double feature. What a double feature that was. I've had a hell of a week. I've had a terrible week. Really, really terrible week. I got a lot of shit going on. I give you a look into my personal life. I can't go into detail about one thing that's going on, but I do want to talk about my uncle, uh, Greg, who unfortunately this past week passed away. Why do I talk about it? Why am I talking about him before I talk about my movies? Just bear with me for a second, all right? Everybody knows I'm a big fan of movies. I've been a fan of movies since fucking I was little, and I could comprehend movies. I'd been watching them, and one of the people that shared about the same amount of love for movies was my uncle Greg, and me and him always would just chit chat, chat his ear off, and he would talk about movies too. We had a passion for movies, and you know, doing stuff like that was kind of like the beginning of me wanting to talk, be on YouTube and doing reviews, and anybody who knows me, I love talking about movies, that and wrestling, but and basketball, but those are the things I love to talk about the most. But movies has always been my number one passion since like probably the day I was born. And it sucks. Losing my uncle. It's been a fucking huge blow for me. Uh, you know, these reviews are dedicated to you, Uncle Greg, wherever you are. R.I.P. Um, now let's talk about fucking unfavorable odds. God fucking damn it. Okay, story time. Unfavorable odds. I guarantee you 99.9% of you fuckers watching on, if you are, thank you, by the way, are watching my video, thank you. If you are watching it, you're probably going, what the fuck in the flying fuck is unfavorable odds? And about a few weeks ago, I would have been asking you the same fucking thing. I never got a trailer for this thing. I never even heard a mention of this thing. This movie don't even have a fucking Wikipedia. When a movie don't have a Wikipedia, that's a bad fucking sign. It has an IMDb page, which everything I think has a fucking IMDb page, but when like there's no reviews for this movie. Like none. I think I'm probably the first person to actually review this fucking movie. I'm glad I'm fucking only. I'm pretty much glad I'm the first person. So this I got a trailer for. I read the plot on Regal. Some reason it's Regal's playing this. Regals are playing this. I have fucking no idea. And then I see the trailer and it looks awful. The plot looks awful. The trailer looks awful. And I'm like, maybe it's not as bad as it fucking seems. But I don't know. Listen, I'm not a person for hyperbole. And but I mean this with every ounce of my heart, what I'm about to fucking say. This movie, unfavorable odds. I've been going to the movie theater since 2008 nonstop since I got my license. And even I've been going to movies before then. In all the years, I'm 34 years old. In the 34 years I've been going to the movies, this is without a fucking doubt the single worst movie I have sat in a theater and watched. Think about what ground that fucking covers. In the movies I've reviewed on this channel alone, Cats. This year I've seen stuff like Redeeming Love, The King's Daughter, Moonfall, shit like that. I've reviewed countless fucking movies. Those movies are competently made productions. Yeah, are they badly done productions? Sure. But they feel like big budgeted productions. They feel like they're actually made by professionals. And they're meant to be seen on screen, even if they suck. This, I have fucking no idea. How in the fuck is this a movie that's being released into theaters? Who the fuck did this director or producers fuck or screw to get this movie into theaters? I have seen student films that I have made back in college, and buddies of mine that were student filmmakers make better films than this shit. I should have fucking if I if we if I had made that fucking terrible musical for my internship in college 11 years later. I made it in 2011. It was one of the worst fucking things I've ever seen. If I made it, if I had made it during this period of time, I probably would have fucking got it really be able to put it in movie theaters, probably nationwide. Because apparently you can't do that nowadays. Apparently Regal's so desperate for fucking movies, they'll put out unfavorable odds. Fuck, man. This fucking movie. I haven't even got into the fucking movie itself. Where do I start? So, let's start with the fucking beginning. The director. The director, I'm not fucking making this up. This is, you can look it on IMDb, and I thought this was a fucking joke, but I was confirmed it by the opening credits and the ending credits. The director chosen for this movie's name, I'm not making this fucking up, is Boogie Vision. What? I should have known I was in trouble from there. Just from that. And I saw the end credits of this fucking movie where I swear to God there was like binary codes for names. That was like, these are not real fucking names. Bullshit. I call bullshit on this fucking movie. I don't know who somebody was out. There was people Alan Smithing this shit. They can't use the Alan Smithy names. So they came up with some really fucking dumb names. That's the only way I can figure out somebody calling himself Boogie Vision. But that's not even the fucking tip of the iceberg with this fucking thing. This movie is just so incompetently made. It's horribly acted. I've seen school plays, amateur hours at college campuses, which it's a fucking, it's honestly a insult to them to be compared to this. Do better than this shit. And there are did any of these fucking people go to film school, especially the filmmakers? Did they even go to film school? Basic 101 film school tells you to have good video quality, good fucking audio quality, good acting, how to direct, fuck, dude. There's moments in this fucking movie where I'm not shitting you. There are moments where dialogue is just cut. Or like there are people, their mouths are moving, but there's no fucking audio. And it's not the fucking speakers on the movie screen. I can still hear the background music that's playing, but there's no audio. What? And when there is audio, it keeps fucking going in and out. And sometimes they'll be too high, or sometimes be too low. There'll be times where there's dialogue and nobody's actually lips are moving. I'm like, what the fuck is this? This is amateur hour. This is like Birdemic kind of levels, Birdemic Room kind of levels of fucking atrocious. Like, but those movies aren't even put in major theaters. Like, I know they, but this is like a movie that like some independent, like it feels like some local filmmaker got a deal with the theaters. But I think it's being played like in places like Texas and shit like that. How is this movie fucking released in the theaters? How? I could make a better fucking movie than this. I have never been this more passionate about how fucking awful this movie is. Just fucking from a person that took filmmaking classes. Even you don't have to take fucking filmmaking classes. You just know the basics of filmmaking and know that this is one of the worst pieces of shit I've seen in a movie theater in a goddamn long time. God damn it, man. You want to know the plot? Fuck it. I'll tell you the plot too. Oh yeah, this movie's like an hour and 20 minutes, and it's a movie where it's it's only an hour and 20 minutes. It's like the credits start at like an hour 16, for fuck's sake. And so it's not even an hour and 20 minutes, which was like is what usually the cutoff date and time for theatrical release movies. And this movie feels like an hour, even though it's hour 20 minutes, it feels like it's 5 hours fucking long because it goes on fucking forever. This movie is about this fucking idiot who he's got a husband who is not very attentive to his wife, and he, including like him and his wife are supposed to go to the fraternity clinic, but he schedules time to hang out with his buddies. And his one buddy is this Casanova who pretty much picks up any girl he wants. And his buddy basically bets on him that you can't pick up every girl you want. He's like, oh, yeah, bet me. And he says, well, I bet you can't pick up my wife. That's the fucking plot, movie. Yeah, that's the fucking plot. That is a stupid. And so his wife, this rest of the movie is this guy trying to follow them and trying to have hijinks ensue where he's trying to follow them, and it's not funny. It's stupid. It's noticeably even worse because of the fucking awful just video editing, audio editing, everything just being done horribly in this fucking movie. God, I hated this movie so goddamn much. This movie is awful. It's not like Birdemic or The Room bad. Those were entertaining. Yes, those were awful, and like in the same ways this movie's awful. But those movies were entertaining. This is just fucking bullshit. Like at least like fucking The Room had Tommy Wiseau. None of these actors even. Tommy Wiseau is like fucking a Shakespearean act. Is Daniel Day-Lewis compared to these fuckers? Yeah, I said just compare Tommy Wiseau to Daniel Day-Lewis. Fuck you. uh, uh, fuck, I hate this movie. I want to talk about something else. Fuck, don't see it. I was the only one in the theater. I was so fucking miserable. I've had a bad week, and it's like, god damn it, this is the first fucking thing I see after having a horrible week. Fuck! Like, god damn it. I don't recommend this movie. I have one more review to do. This is the angriest I think I've been in a while for a fucking movie. But yeah, I have one more review to do. Until then, I'll talk to you guys later.